to love the sinful man, that he sent his son to die for me, that I might live again. Some called him a prophet, some called him Beelzebub, some called him Elijah, some called him Moses, some called him an angel. Can good things come from Nazareth? But I know that he came to die, that I might live again, live again, live again, that I might live again. Oh, Yeshua, you are real to me. 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 I have tasted of your power. I have seen it, how your love transforms me. I see you everywhere, doing the amazing. So I know.
Televiewers of Blaze TV, this is your boy Aloga Holy Pepe on Blaze TV for your favorite show, the exclusive interview. And on today's edition, we'll be having a VIP. Someone said VIP. It's coming all the way from a beautiful African country and going to be with us. He's going to share a lot of things with us, and I want to believe that you all are seated and you are ready. Just grab a cup of tea. Can they drink tea at this time? Well, anyhow, what you can do, just get something that will keep you relaxed as we move on this journey with our VVIP. We'll be right back.
Something so supernatural, Lord, your power inside of me makes me stand aside, makes me be the difference.
All right, we are back, and now we are about to get the ball rolling. The VIP is around, and I'm just going to go straight to him. Fine man, I think you usually say La Coco. Myself, I should say I don't even know the real name. La Coco, La Zwa, La Liu, and welcome, sir. And happy to have you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here. It's Zuzu Zwalakate.
Zuzu
Zwalakate, celebrate grace.
Okay, celebrate grace. Zuzu Zwalakate,
Yeah.
celebrate grace. We celebrate your grace, sir.
Thank you
And
very much.
we are very happy to have you in Cameroon, first of all, and to have you on a Blaze TV today. So we people, I think I'm not the only person, like I said from the onset. I know of La Coco, La Zwa, La Liu, and many of the things you always do, and that things that keep us alive and make us laugh. So we really want to know, who is this Zuzu Zwalakate, celebrate grace?
Okay, so Zwalakate, celebrate grace. The popular Zwalakate is an alter ego, is a character,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And the person who plays that character, it's a character of a false prophet who actually started out being real, and due to circumstances of life and the pressures of life, became fake. So this is why there is a contrast, right? So you see, the guy is fake, but his scriptures are real. And that's just to prove that from the beginning it was not so. Right? There was an original calling. Yeah, but the pressures of this world, like Jesus Christ said in Matthew 13, the pressures of this life choked the word of God and made him compromise. So that's the character. And the person behind the character, is Femi Babs.
Femi Babs.
Yes, the real name is Retiola Baba Femi Stephen. If you want it as it is in my passport. So it's Retiola Baba Femi Stephen.
Someone is. Can you take it all over? Someone is actually.
Retiola.
Okay.
Yeah, Retiola
Retiola
Baba Femi
Stephen.
Yeah,
Stephen.
So Baba Femi is the Yoruba, so the stylish way is Femi Babs.
Femi Babs.
Yeah, so
we
Baba,
understand.
It's a Yoruba name,
We
Baba Femi.
We understand.
Yeah, it means my father loves me, daddy loves me, and so Femi Babs is like the stylish way of saying it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Femi Babs, and that's the person behind the Zwala Kate character. So basically, I'll describe myself as a purpose-driven entity, purpose-driven individual, a purpose-driven content creator, right? And I found out that in my little life and my stay on the earth, the most important word to me is the word purpose, right?
Purpose.
Yes. So because I feel like if you achieve everything and you do not fulfill purpose, nothing else matters, right? You failed, right? And if you achieve nothing and you fulfill purpose, nothing else matters. You succeeded, right? That's what I find to be the meaning. So I'm just one purpose-driven guy with so many facets, so many sides, but has decided that when he's leaving this world, he will live empty. He'll bless the world with every part that he has and leave the world empty.
Okay, so we now understand why in all of your skits you are always seeing into people's future because you are driven by that purpose of making the world a better place, changing the people better.
Yeah, but then the character is not.
Zwala
Kate does not want. Zwala Kate does not know purpose.
He always begins with that.
Femi Babs knows purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, so we should separate it.
No, I know, I understand, but like you said in the beginning, it was good. Then things change. So in most of your skits, you always start well, and someone is expecting something better. At the end, we understand that is La Coca-Cola. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. You got the name. I think I retained Stephen. Yes. Okay. So I want to ask this other question, Oga Femi Babs. I should call you like that. This La Coco, it sounds at times like tongues. Is it actually tongues, your personal tongue that you just made popular, that went viral, or you actually created this La Coco?
Okay, so a beautiful question. It had nothing to do with my personal prayer life.
Okay.
Right? So it was a freestyle video. And I'm playing the character of a fake pastor, right? And this is a false prophet who is trying to lure people through seduction.
All right.
He's trying to lure people, and the reason why Jesus said, "Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep clothing, but are ravening wolves within," is because they appear like the real, which is to say, they do what the real do. So you need a deeper knowledge or discernment to be able to separate the goats from the sheep. So if the real pastors speak in tongues, the fake ones speak in tongues.
All right.
Right? If the real ones dress in suits and carry Bible, the fake ones dress the same way. Do you understand? So I was playing that character and then I said it. It was a freestyle video, right? And then I made that statement. I just said Zwala Kate. I was warning people and then I spoke that tongue and I kept repeating it. Right? It was a freestyle video. So, but then when we put out the video, the comment section was full with that particular word. Everybody was saying Zwala Kate.
Even stickers.
Even stickers. I was saying Zwala Kate. Don't play with grapes, Zwala Kate. So I now asked. I was the one who asked, "What is Zwala Kate?" And then my team were like, "You're the one that said it." I said, "Me." Oh, he said, "Go and watch the video."
My God.
So I now watched it. I said, "Oh, I said it." Then I wrote it down, and then I made it. So it was the fans that chose it, not me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know I said it.
Well, fans, you guys are doing well. You are doing so well.
Maybe you asked them, they created it.
Okay, then I should ask you. Well, you have to answer to that some other time. Actually, when you talk, actually, we see people are watching right now and are seeing the phenomenal tie and the outfit of La Coco Zwala Kate,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So I want to ask, what really inspired you this outfit?
Okay, so it's sad and happy at the same time. It's a sad experience, but it ended up good, right?
A
It turned out
bittersweet.
situation. So it turned out for my good. So I was to go for a talent hunt in my country, and I was assured to an extent I would be selected, right? So I went for it, but somehow, some way, I think something happened. I don't really know what happened, but then it was that competition I bought this costume for.
Okay.
Do you understand? I just thought about coming out on that stage like this, right?
Original.
Yes, but I didn't plan to come out with a Bible,
Okay.
and I didn't plan to come out with a what do you call it? Slippers. Yes, I didn't plan to come out with that. I just planned to come out with a big suit and shoe, and dressed properly. Yeah, but I don't know what happened. I don't want to go into that. But then I was heartbroken because I didn't get picked, and that was in December. So in January, I went into, I had like a session of crusades, and then after the session, the Spirit of God told me to go back to do what I wanted to do, and this time it on my platform. And so on the day I was supposed to shoot, because I like to be led by the Spirit of God. Do you understand? I believe in divine leading. I belong to the school of thought that life is spiritual. Do you understand? So I like to be led. So the Spirit of God said, do this on this particular date, do it like this, and shoot like this. I forgot. I remember that about 5 p.m. in the evening. So I called my team and I'm like, we have to shoot. We have to shoot. He said, let's do it tomorrow. I'm like, no. The Spirit of God gave us a date. It's today. I feel like it's 5 p.m. and we have a location where we should. It's kind of far. I said, just come to my house. So they came, we started rushing. I got my suit. My Bible that I used, the normal Bible, was missing. So I was looking, and then I went to my mom's room. I saw her old Bible, and then I picked it. And they were like, "This Bible." So I said, "We'll manage it. We have to shoot." And that was how we met. Not planned. So I got to the location. It was already about past 5 to 6 or so, getting dark. And I said, they were like, we can shoot this thing tomorrow. I said, no, Spirit of God said I should shoot today. So I must shoot today. Do you understand? They said, okay, what do you want to shoot? I said, let's plan it. We started planning concepts day and day. Let's do something small, something short, right? And then that was when somebody said, where are your shoes? And I'm like, I forgot my shoes. Wait. And we cannot go back to get shoes. Okay. So I said, you know what? Let me use these palm slippers. And just then like that. Yeah, and then they're like, palm slippers. I said, it's comedy, it's not a serious movie. Let's just manage it. And then we managed it, and then we shot and slept. The next morning, when bloggers began to carry the video and it was going viral, they were talking about the Bible and the slippers. Do you understand? I do. So everything that became a miracle was a mistake. Do you understand? Everything that brought me out.
Or wasn't planned. We should say it wasn't planned.
Yes, it was not planned. So God just did it in a way that I couldn't take the glory. I can't claim to be creative. This was all a mistake. I didn't plan. It was all unplanned, improvisation. Trying to improvise. Do you understand? So there was nothing like, I sat and then I analyzed. If I come out like this, then I will go back. No.
So you just woke up and you got to the.
I just went with the leading of God.
You were on set and you realized you didn't have shoes.
Yes.
And that's how
obedience just brought me here. I must shoot the day God said I should shoot, and that's what happened.
Obedience, viewers. I hope you got that. That's actually what catches my attention. Obedience to the voice of God, and we really understand that you are really, should I say, loaded with the word of God, and you should be that person who reads the Bible every day. But we are going to come back, because from what you just explained to us, Oga Zual Akate, it shows that you have taken. In Cameroon they talk of teke. Do you know the meaning of teke?
I don't know.
So have taken means to have suffered.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
The audition, or actually you failed, is actually part of the suffering.
Yeah. No, career. Like that's why I said I don't know if I don't know if I can say. I was like, I'm like the rich kid in the slum. Okay. That was my upbringing. Do you understand?
I think you are going to tell us more about that story. Yeah. Let's come back after the break.
Hello, you're welcome to Second Switch with Wonders. Today, let's talk about 3 tips to growing your business. Number 1, you must understand the concept of self-investment. If you can invest in yourself, If you can surround yourself with the right information, it's going to give you a high chance to make that business work. Number two, learn to invest in the business. Some people have businesses but they don't want to put in the work. You must be patient, you must be consistent, you must be able to put in the resources that are necessary for the survival of that business. And number three, you must learn how to sell. You must learn how to advertise your business, promote your business, and learn how to take it out to people. Many people, they have a business, they have a good idea, they just sit at home, sit in their shops, and they expect someone to just know magically that these people are offering this service or the other. No, you must learn how to take your business out to people, reach out to them and tell them, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm able to do. And so you must learn to sell. I think if you implement these three tips in your business, it's going to take a new turn. Thank you very much. Keep following Seconds with Jude Wonders on Ablaze TV.
We are back, televiewers, and we have a VIP still on set, Mr. Femi Babs, popularly known as Zoala Kate. Celebrate grace.
Celebrate grace.
So before we went for the break, you said something, rich kid in a slum. I want to ask you a question from that idiom.
Okay.
That is, as an African child,
Yeah.
we know parents would want every career for their kids,
Yeah.
except comedy. What was your case?
The same.
Okay,
It
tell
was
us more.
It was same because, in fact, my story is very, very phenomenal. I'll just try and give a synopsis, right? My father, I mentioned rich kid in the slum.
Yeah.
My father was rich. I wasn't born by a poor man.
You are a Jabota.
Yeah, my father was rich, but I come from a polygamous home. So my mom is the second wife, and I happen to be the only son. So there are a lot of complications in my home. I didn't grow with my father. My dad just placed us somewhere, right? Rented the house for my mom and my younger sister and my mom. So we just grew up there. So the environment, our house was good, but it was in a slummy environment.
Okay.
So I had a lot of friends around me, ghetto friends, ghetto kids around me. Do you understand? But then my dad had lived 25 years in the UK. He was heading the Nigerian gas at the time.
All right.
So he wasn't small by any level, right?
A rich man.
Yeah, he was. But I could relate to wealth and I could relate to the slum.
Okay.
So because of that, and I happen to be an only son. Sorry. I happen to be an only son. They said I must be an engineer, just like my father. So I got admission into Covenant University. That is
That's in Nigeria.
yes, belonging to Bishop David Oyedepo.
Okay.
And then I got admission in 2010 to study mechanical engineering. First year, second year, third year, and I was failing. Right? While I was failing in school, I made a movie that went viral, The Sacrifice. I was very popular. I was a popular actor, but I was failing in engineering. Right? And I would teach people, mass communication students who wanted to do their practicals in film, and come and meet me and I would teach them.
You were studying.
But I was studying engineering. I was failing, but I was very good in film.
God.
Do you understand?
Oh my
So
God.
after my third year, I came back home and I said I'm not going to school again. This time my dad was late, right?
Okay.
And so my mom was really pressing on me, keeping his legacy, and as the only son and everything. I said I'm not doing it again. So this was where Apostle Johnson Suleiman came into my story, right? Because my mom felt like me saying I want to be an actor, I was possessed.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was that serious. Yeah, she felt I was
they had to
possessed.
take you for
Yeah,
deliverance.
so they took me all the way to Auchi, to the headquarters
Okay.
of Omega Fire Ministries, and this was in 2013, right? And that was when went for the online. Apostle Johnson Suleiman did not prophesy for me, did not tell me I'm possessed, prayed for me, didn't see anything. My mother said, I must wait and see this man. So after the service, we went to his car park, we waited. And then he came out and spoke with him, and I told him, and that was the person who convinced my mom to allow me to go into acting.
And today.
Do you understand? So this is like 9 years after.
Wow. I think we should clap for that. My God.
So I had my own fair share of that. Wasted 3 years in school because of family pressure. I was depressed at a point. I was frustrated. Academically, I was failing. Had to start afresh from 100 level. My mates were doing their convocation. Go to another school. So I had my own fair share of that.
So we are really grateful that at least you came back to I should say God's plan for you,
Yeah,
God's purpose for you.
Yes.
And that's where you find fulfillment. Just like you said, you're a purpose-driven person.
Yes.
And I think that this time around, your purpose-drivenness really brought you to who you are really created
To be, yes.
So we must say thank you, Apostle Johnson Suleiman,
Yes.
for making this
Forever
wonderful
grateful.
man. Because today we are laughing thanks to the work you did. If not, Mommy would have said, you must become an engineer.
Yeah,
Wow, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, now what about the church? It's true that well, from your answer, we understand that the daddy was okay.
Yeah.
Apostle Johnson remembered. How did they welcome you in church? How do they welcome you in churches in Nigeria?
Well, I had a
Because
vision.
comedy actually, many pastors say comedians are liars. They come to crack jokes on God's altar, and many don't even want. You remember the famous Mommy Gio? I think you have heard of. I know you use Mommy Gio, but there's one woman we used to call Mommy Gio.
My Mommy Gio came before her own. So,
okay, definitely, yeah. So she was actually saying comedians, those who do comedy will go to hell and stuff like that. So how do they welcome you in the church in Nigeria?
Microphone is cheap, right?
Please break it down.
Microphone is cheap. Pulpit is cheap.
All right.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Anybody can buy land, clear the land, put pulpit, and can buy mic. Say
I
what
get
you
it
like.
now. I understand.
Right. So
that's a wonderful answer.
freedom of speech. Everybody have right to say. But
all right.
I've had pastors say all kinds of things.
Have you ever witnessed it before that someone invited you and then said, "Who is this? A comedian? Go back to where you are coming from." Have you ever witnessed that before?
Maybe I'm too conscious of God's blessings in my life to experience that.
Amen.
So how do I even get to that point? To even get me to come, the protocol alone. So that can happen.
Wow. Celebrate grace. Celebrate grace. My God. All right. So I'm going to move to this question that is really going to help someone watching. Okay. I'm sure there is a young comedian there who is really watching, and by the grace of God, you also have someone who happens to play with comedy from time to time in front of you. So I would like to hear this. What is the strength of your success? That is Femi Babs. What is the strength of your success? In few words.
Wow, that's a very good question and really tough to answer, because in life the secret to success is secret.
Okay.
Right? And then somebody asked me one time, give me one key to succeeding in the industry. I said that I can't, because there are many keys. Right. You understand? There's so many keys. In fact, we don't even know the key that opens your door. Okay. So you need to have all the keys in possession, right? But I would say I was convinced that this is where I am created to be, right? Like I'm convinced beyond reasonable doubt that this is where I should be. I started doing comedy, right? Fake pastor comedy in 2012, still as an engineering student, before it evolved into this type, right? And then this thing became viral in 2021. Wow. So that was 9 years on the road. If I came because of fame, I would have dropped out. If I came because of money, I would have dropped out. If I hadn't still blown by now, I would still be doing it. Right? Wow. Not because I'm looking forward to a day when I will become popular, but because I am fulfilled in being where I am supposed to be. Oh, wow. So when you stay like that, it will definitely come to you.
So what you're trying to tell the viewers out there, persevere and actually not going for fame.
Yes, because you see, popularity is not a career. Okay. Popularity is not a course. When I say stay the course, there are doctors and there are star doctors. There are engineers and there are star engineers. But there is nothing extraordinary on its own. It is man's extraordinary input that makes it so. So it's the extraordinary input you put in your job that will bring out the star in it. Wow. You can be a writer and become a celebrated writer. Okay. It's about your input, and many times it will come over time.
So perseverance and hard work.
And hard work. Yes.
Perseverance and hard work, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving towards the end. Yeah. Mr. Femi Babs. One funny question, or should I say tricky? Yeah. Is Femi married? I've been looking at your fingers. You have been talking, and I'm not seeing something glittering on the fingers. And you are already in Cameroon. We don't know. If he's not married, well, do we have a Mommy Gio, a possible or potential Mommy Gio in Cameroon?
Okay, so the thing is, Zwala Kate is looking for Mommy Gio. Okay. Right? Like people need to.
So Zwala Kate is not yet taken.
Zola Kate is not taking.
Okay.
Do you understand? So there has to be a separation of
Mommy
Femi
Gio
Babs.
Association in the world here.
Yes, there has to be a separation of Femi
Femi
Babs
Babs.
from Zola Kate.
Okay.
Do you understand? There has to be that separation.
Okay. Zola Kate and Femi Babs
are
they
two
taking?
different people.
Are they taking?
Right, they are not taking. Right?
Okay.
I'm not married. I'm not married. Femi Babs is not married.
All right.
Zola Kate has no family with you.
Okay. So Femi Babs is not looking for a Femi Babes.
Femi Babs is not what?
Looking for a Femi Babes.
I don't know what Femi Babes is. I don't know what is my Femi Babes.
Femi Babs is the man.
Okay.
Femi Babes is the wife of Femi Babs. So is Femi Babs actually, you are in Cameroon?
Yes.
And has Femi Babs seen any potential Femi Babes in Cameroon?
You know, people operate by different revelations.
Okay.
Do you understand? So there is the revelation that says, "He that findeth a wife," right? That's the revelation Zola Kate is moving with.
All right.
But there's another revelation that says, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things will be added."
Yeah,
That's
wise.
the one that Femi Babs is following.
You are good.
Yes. So
you are good at
Zola
what
Kate
you are
is
doing.
searching. Femi Babs is seeking the kingdom. So God will add a wife on the
I
time.
can
is
see
right.
some. You are trying to. Anyway.
God will add a wife on the time.
Anyways, you have heard him already. So
Yeah.
this one last. I think we are going to leave with this wonderful question. We know you have been in Cameroon for I think a few days now, a couple of days now, and I'm sure you must have tasted some of our delicacies.
Yeah.
So
Many beautiful things about Cameroon: the food, the language.
okay.
Yes, I've tasted. I like the vegetable.
What was the name of the
Arrow.
Arrow,
Yeah,
water fufu and arrow. Did you eat it with gari or water fufu?
The arrow was with rice. Was it with rice? No, it's something.
Well, please, cameraman, you have to cut this part. You have to please cut this. I said
Arrow
cut
was
this
with rice.
particular parts. We
So
don't want.
okay, so there's a lady that gave me arrow and rice.
Okay.
So maybe you guys should sue her. If that's an
Please
abomination.
cut this
Her name is
particular.
Winnie.
Cut.
Yeah, her name is Winnie.
Cut.
She gave
Thank
me
you.
arrow and rice.
You cut this part. Thank you, cameraman. I know you are awesome. Thank you very much. He said he ate arrow. Let's stop there. He ate arrow. So, my goodness, who can do that in Cameroon? Winnie.
Arrow and rice.
That's her name.
See her.
Search on Facebook. We have to get to this lady. My
Yeah,
goodness.
so you see,
Wow.
and she's supposed to be a potential mommy.
She oh, she wasn't. That's not celebrating grace. Anyways, okay. Thank you very much.
So wait, am I confused? Am I mixing things up?
Actually, arrow is normally eaten. It's true that arrow is wonderful.
What was the vegetable that was with the rice?
The arrow
On that
usually-
table that day in Kumba.
I'm trying to explain, sir. Calm down.
No, we are not sitting down. We're talking. They will cut all this part. Don't worry. Let's talk. Let me get how. I need guys to talk.
You've heard everything about the wonderful and God-given talents to this world. I should call you like that because you are very unique. And thank you very much for the words of wisdom you have been able to share from your success story. We understand how much you are devoted to the cause of Christ and how much you are devoted to your talent. So we really thank you very much. We are thanking you very much for accepting our invitation. Now to leave. Yes, you said you love Cameroon. There are many things about Cameroon that are interesting.
Yes.
You talked about the language and the food. You already answered the question on the food.
Yeah.
Enjoyed Aero. I love Aero as well. And now I'm going to come on the language. We speak English. You know, Cameroon is a bilingual country.
Yes.
And so we have French.
Yes.
So can Femi say some few words in French to the
Okay.
enjoyment
Yes,
of
I
the
can. I
televiewers?
can. I learned bonjour,
Okay.
bon après-midi,
Okay.
bonsoir,
Okay.
bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit. And now when you are
Je
going.
m'appelle Femi Babs.
Okay.
Yes, or je suis Femi Babs. Am I correct?
Oui. Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Exactly.
And ça va bien.
Okay.
So I think I tried.
Okay. Now you really tried. You have to clap for this.
I tried. Yes,
And
I
then
tried.
there is usually when we are leaving, when you are parting ways with someone, or let's say when you are
Like bon voyage.
bon voyage, when you are saying farewell.
When you're eating, bon appétit.
Okay.
So,
and then when you are leaving, we say goodbye or au revoir.
Au revoir. Au
Okay,
revoir.
so
au revoir. Yeah.
we both are going to say au revoir to the televiewers and
Okay.
hoping to have you some other year in this
By
country.
God's grace, by God's
And thank you very much for coming to Ablaze TV. We are honored once more. So together, let's say
Au
revoir.
God to love the sinful man, that He sent His Son to die. To die.
Put your hands together for yourself. Okay, so before I start, let me celebrate grace in the house. Your man of God, Apostle Malonga. All right, you know, what a man of God. Man of God. No, listen. What a man that carries fire. Wait. You look at their shoe. Are you getting me now? When I saw your man of God shoe, I remember Romans 10:18. So how beautiful are the feet of them that preach peace. But I know they operate without revelation. Because when Moses stood before the burning bush, what did God say? He said, remove your palm, remove your sandals. Then when John the Baptist saw Jesus, he said what? One who are not worthy to untie. So, man of God, Moses wear palm, Jesus wear palm, wear shoe. I don't know the kind of anointing your pastor carries. Yeah, cool. It's a gradual process. You know, our people get parole. They say when foul, you know foul? No foul, you don't know chicken. When hen come new place, go use one leg stand. Go fair observe. You understand? So I heard that your father in the Lord said that about crack joke. But that's your business. I didn't come for joke. Everybody is one concerned. You know, I'm just very if you call church and you know where to carry you come, right? As our business are different, so our problem. I'm Gio and I do me now. Wait. Cameroon. Christ light. You know, as I'm talking now, we are happy, right? Are we happy? Let this joy not on to quarrel. Let me give a spiritual counsel. Take heed. Make this laughing with the laughing to quarrel. I came to Cameroon single. I don't want to go back. That's why I'm using my eye to search now. You understand? I use my eye to search because even miracle was recently I was studying the Bible and I saw the gift of working of miracles. So even miracle they work. They work miracle. Am I communicating? So I'm not a comedian. I'm a man of God. You understand? Poverty. I come my ministry to joke. No, I saw the comedian that came to before that comedian. So I want to appreciate my father. He was the first to tell me I would be a comedian. You will celebrate and that's not another thing. They gave you prophecy of comedy, you not dodge. Comedy in a career. So they call the medical doctor, what do you do for a living? They ask the child of a medical doctor in school, what does your father do? He's a medical doctor. They ask the lawyer, my dad is the lawyer. They ask the engineer, I say my dad is an engineer. They want to begin from, they say, what your father did? He say, fully set for you. No, think about it. See out of my dress, see where I take you. So, I'm not a comedian. You understand? So, if I crack joke, I'm not even cracking joke. If I talk, you won't laugh. It's your business. You understand? In Psalm 126, verse 2. Open your Bible. An apostle is here. Look up. What's the time? What's the time? 9:05. Everything is dark. Now this is the time. This was the time in the Bible that Jacob slept. He used stone to do pillow. And when he slept, he saw angels ascending and descending. This same time. So when I meet the same angel, I say, I'm going to catch you.